Hey everyone, it's Final Round, and my name is Jordan. We have a very small slate for Saturday, only 14 games, only 28 of the 30 teams in the NBA will be playing, so probably take it lightly. Probably going to be just a few blowouts for this really tiny slate. Not many lines to look at, but with the lines that are out and the teams that are on a back-to-back, they do not have lines out yet, but I did find 4 plays for this really small slate for Saturday. So you will see images that come up on the screen right here. That'll be from a data app called Outlier. There will be links in the description that'll give you a 7-day free trial for Outlier. So I know the past few videos I didn't have many lines, and I was giving a lot of matchup information. Right now there are a ton of lines out, and that does not count the games with the teams that just played on a back-to-back. There is a lot to look at, but I like what I see. I'm going to start with the Paris game. It's going to be the first game of the day. They're going to run it back, the Pacers and the Spurs. I am not going to take Miles Turner, even though he took a ton of shots, and there's no way he can be that cold again. But still, they're in Paris for a reason. And a lot of those guys probably been partying for a while, and you can tell which ones are the partying type guys. Like TJ McConnell is probably killing it at the club right now. But one guy who I know was watching game film this whole time, and I know is ready, is Harrison Barnes. So I like Harrison Barnes over 3.5 rebounds at -130. His matchup is the Pacers. They give up the 7th most rebounds to the small forward position, and it showed last game. Recent history, he has gone over 9 out of the last 11 games, averaging 9 rebound chances over the last 5 games. We need him to get less than half of those. Head-to-head, just one game this year, he got 7 against the Pacers, one of his best games rebounding this year. And then home and away, we're looking at games in Paris. He is 100% over this line. So I like Harrison Barnes over 3.5 rebounds at -130. And if you guys could, please like the video. If you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. If you have a little bit of extra time, you can just leave a comment for the algorithm. You just say hello. That helps get this video out there for more people to see. And also, if you want to get away from something like Prizepicks, they have a lot of flat lines and all that stuff. You want more dynamic payouts, more options, check out Underdog Fantasy, Sleeper, ParlayPlay, ChalkBoard, or BETR. BETR will match your first bet up to $250. The rest will match your first deposit up to $100. Links are in the description. That'll take you there with the promo code. Thank you to anyone who uses those. I apologize if I sound a bit sick, but a guy who has been sick with it lately is DeMar DeRozan. I like him over 21.5 points at -120 up against the Knicks. The Knicks have been awful against the small forward position this entire season. That's just been one of their soft spots. Even last year, it was the small forwards you'd want to take a look at versus the Knicks. They give up the 8th most points to the small forward position. Recent history, he's gone over in 7 out of his last 8 games. The Kings are playing very well right now, very cohesive unit. Everyone is doing their part in scoring well and being consistent, and he's just been one of those consistent scorers. Head-to-head, of course, this is with Chicago last year. He has not played the Knicks yet this season, but he went over in 3 out of 4 games last year in Chicago, getting all the shots by himself pretty much. And then home and away, he has missed in just 5 road games this entire season. You're looking at his entire season right now. So he's gone over in 7 out of the last 9 games. So I do like DeMar DeRozan over 21.5 points. And this next guy, it's coming off a triple-double, but we just need him to get 4 rebounds. And it's Damian Lillard, over 3.5 rebounds at +104. So we're getting plus money with it. 10 rebounds last game. Matchup is the Clippers. Clippers are a tough matchup for a lot of things, but when I checked for rebounds for point guards, they give up the 8th most rebounds to the point guard position. So I was like, okay, well, I'll take this at +104. Recent history, he's gone over in 7 out of the last 9 games. He's hit this in 78%, almost 80% of games this year. So if you bet this every single game, you're getting this 4 out of 5 games pretty much correct. correct. So he's gone over in both games against the Clippers last season that he played, and then just 4 misses this year on the road. He's gone over in 7 out of the last 8 road games. So that is Dame time with getting missed shots. And this fourth play is Nikola Jovic, the single-double machine. I like him over 10.5 points at -113, or you could go with over 1.5 3-pointers made, which is -150. They're about the same hit rate, but I'm going to discuss the points. So he's going up against the Nets. They give up the 11th most points to the power forward position, and the 3rd most 3-pointers made. So that's why it's really good matchup for him there. That's one of his bread and butter is just shooting a lot of 3-pointers. So yeah, if you just want to add it to like a parlay with that -150, then I think that's fine. But if you're single betting, you might want to look at the 10.5 points. But I don't want to tell you what to do. You can do whatever you want. Recent history, he's gone over in 9 out of the last 11 games. It sounds very familiar. I keep saying that with every single one of these plays. 2 misses were in blowouts, so he's taken off the court early. And head-to-head against the Nets earlier this year, he dropped 18 points on their head. Last year, he did not play much, so he did not go over this line. But with this whole Jimmy Butler thing, he's been able to benefit with a lot more shot volume. He was even able to hit it, this line with Jimmy Butler there, but still. Road games, he's gone over in 6 out of the last 8 road games, and like before, those 2 misses were blowouts. So that's 4 picks. I don't have a full slate like matchup type breakdown thing. I did get home late and dove into the lines. I found these 4, and I know there's still more lines that come out with those back-to-back games. So ton to look at, ton to be confident about, and a ton to complain about at the end of the day when one leg misses by 1. So if you'd like to discuss lines further, I have a Discord. Link is in the description. You can hop on in there and talk about lines all day long. That is free. You can talk about football, basketball. You can talk about whatever you want, but there's sections with the sports all there. And then also, as far as a recap goes for like specific plays that I had put, not too great. I did have a pin. I was putting plays in the pinned comment, and I still do. But I felt like not many people saw them, because like 20 people would like the comment, and there would be thousands of views. So I'm like, I don't think people know this is even here. So I made like a short for the one play that I had, and of course it misses. So I got people coming to me like, man, chalk, like you missed that. But still, it was Max Strus under 4.5 rebounds. He hadn't gone over. He went over like once in like the last 9 games or something like that. And of course he went over there. So that one missed. And then I had Trey Murphy points plus rebounds, and I was worried about a blowout. He started off really slow, started to heat up, and then of course, hooked right there at the end of the game. They pulled their starters. They did not look like they wanted to play near the end of the game. They weren't trying to rebound. They were giving up offensive rebounds to the Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis Grizzlies look like they're excited to play. The Pelicans look like they're just doing it like their job. Well, it is their job, but they what I mean. Like it's not fun. They don't like their job. That's what I mean. But I did learn something about Mark Williams, who I had pointed out. He needs LaMelo Ball on the court. I would not bet on Mark Williams unless LaMelo Ball is playing. You would think that Mark Williams would be better off, but no. He needs that pick and roll. He needs that attention all on LaMelo Ball for him to get alley-oop dunks, for him to get missed shots on like a pick and roll. For him to not have attention on him. He does a lot better when LaMelo Ball is there getting all of the defensive attention. So stay away from Mark Williams if LaMelo Ball is out, unless the line just looks like beautiful. And I do want to mention, someone in Discord asked if we should take advantage of the Denver Nuggets giving up a ton of assists. They are playing against the Minnesota Timberwolves. So I checked. who's going to get assists for the Timberwolves. I checked Mike Conley, and he's actually got 8 assists over the past 2 games, 8 and 8. With Dante DiVincenzo, who they put into the starting lineup as a point guard, he's been out. So Mike Conley came back, and he's been getting assists. But then I saw Anthony Edwards is questionable with an illness. So that's kind of big. If Ant doesn't play, they're going to be relying on Julius Randle as their main offensive option, and then Naz Reid off the bench. And I'm not sure if that's going to be able to sustain against a Nuggets team that likes to play fast, who's playing very efficient lately with Jokic, just dishing it out to all of his teammates. If Ant doesn't play, that is a scary one to bet on. If he does play, then yeah, I think Mike Conley assist, it was at like 4.5. I think that would be a solid play. But illness, usually when you see illness, the guy kind of sits out. Like I should be sitting out this one. But the slate was just too big to pass up. And also, if you had listened long enough to the video where I got to the part about the unrivaled, if you took the Laces, who I say are very good, I would bet the futures on them for them to win the thing. Yeah, they ended up winning. Just keep betting the Laces. They're pretty good. So I'm going to get this edited and get it out to you all. And God bless you. It's the final round. My name is Jordan. I hope you do really well. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.